Hi, my name is Anne, and I am a nurse from the Department of Education, Division of Bohol. I'm gonna give you a quick guide on how to accomplish the school-based feeding program terminal report, or the SBFP Form 7 for the school year 2025 to 2026. So, before accomplishing this report, make sure that you have all the data. First is your the number official list of number of beneficiaries per school. This one is for the nutritious food product, and there's another list for the beneficiaries for milk. So I'm gonna explain it to you the beneficiaries. We extracted this from your baseline nutritional status, and we just extracted what's exactly on your report per grade. And then we added a buffer. So not all schools have the same number of buffer. So remember that these our priority for the 120-day nutritious food product are the all kindergarten wasted and severely wasted grade 1 to 6. So if we added a buffer, so you will give this to the secondary beneficiaries. So who are the secondary beneficiaries? These are the severely stunted and stunted grade 1 to 6, and or the pardos, IPs, JEDA indigenous grade 1 to 6 learners. So you can get this list from your school nurse. And also, you need to be ready with your SBFP forms 1A. In the SBFP form 1A, it has all the baseline data of your beneficiaries. It has all their names, their status before feeding, if they are members of 4Ps, if they are repeaters. And then in your SBFP Form 1B, it is the end line stat data of your beneficiaries. So it has all their names, their weight and height, and their status after feeding. And the most important document is your SBFP Form 2. Still, it has SBFP Form 2A and B, endline and baseline. So it has the consolidated status per grade. Kinder, grade 1, how many beneficiaries under kinder, under grade 1. It will show as well if they are pardos, if they are stunted, if they are indigent, if they are IPs. It will also show if they are dewormed, if they are members of the 4Ps. So if you have all these documents, it would be easy. It would be easier for you to accomplish the program terminal report. So here's the actual template for the program terminal report. Make sure that you provide all the necessary data, the name of your division, the name of your school and your address, the telephone number, the school head, the school ID, the mobile number, email address, and the school enrollment. So please take note this guide as well from the PPT that I've created. I have also shared this to all the districts and to all the nurses. You can have a copy of this. And make sure that in your program terminal report, you only reported the SBFP beneficiaries. And you will only report the baseline and endline status of each beneficiary, and each beneficiary should only have one status, because in your nutritional status, there are three categories, and there's also a hierarchy. You only need to select one. One category is about their weight. So a child, a beneficiary can be severely wasted, normal, obese, or overweight. Another category or status is their height. So a beneficiary can be stunted, severely stunted, normal, or tall. And the third status is if they are IPs, 4Ps, JEDA, indigent, or pardos. And you also need to take note the types of feeding that we provide in the Bohol division. So for the nutritious food product, you would only report the primary beneficiaries. This is the 120-day feeding for our primary beneficiaries, and for the milk, report both the primary and the secondary beneficiaries for milk. For the secondary beneficiaries for the nutritious food product, that will be implemented in June 2026. So, in your program terminal report, we have A for the accomplishments and their number one SBFP coverage, that is the nutritious food product for the 120-day feeding days. So you only need to report the primary beneficiaries. So for the kindergarten, regardless of nutritional status, just input the enrollment for male and the enrollment for the female. Do not identify their status because all kindergartens are beneficiaries. So for the graders, again, just only report one status. I've also created a guide for that because there are different scenarios. So, scenario number one, a beneficiary can be, for the weight, they can have either wasted or severely wasted. For their height, they can either have severely stunted or stunted. Plus, they can also be members of the IPs, indigent or pardo or JADA. But you only have to select one status. You only have, so you would either report, first, you have to prioritize their weight. So report if it's either wasted or severely wasted. Another scenario, if the weight is normal but then there's a problem with the height, it's either severely stunted or stunted. Plus, they are IPs, indigent or pardos. So the next priority is the height. So it's either severely stunted or stunted. Another scenario, their weight and height are normal, but then they are IDs, indigent, pardo, or jeddah. So just report if it's IP, indigent, or pardo. So report it here. So again, just record one status per beneficiaries and always refer to this guide. And for your milk, these are your primary and secondary beneficiaries. Do not copy the data from the nutritious food product because the beneficiaries are different. There's a different list of beneficiaries for the milk feeding, but the guide is still the same. Report the kindergarten, the male and female, and then one status per beneficiaries. Priority is first on the weight. And there's no, if there's no problem with the weight, then if there's a problem with the height, report only with the height. If the weight and height are all normal, then it could be that they belong to this category. They are pardos, indigenous, indigent. And then disregard the number three, that's optional. Disregard the number four, that is optional as well. And disregard the number five, that's just the grand total. So here, for the number six, for the nutritious status before and after feeding, this is just about the weight of the beneficiary. So the data that you will report here are the beneficiaries for your nutritious food product, the 120 days feeding for the nutritious food product primary beneficiaries. They are all the kindergarten, the severely wasted and wasted graders. So simply look on your, refer to your SBFP form 2. All the data is there. The before and after feeding for about the weight, it's all there. And then next is the number seven, the nutritional status before and after feeding. It's just about the height of the beneficiaries. Simply refer to your SBFP Form 2, SBFP Form 2A, SBFP Form 2B. So that's the before and after feeding. Next is the profile of beneficiaries. Again, this is the 100 beneficiary, 20 days beneficiaries for the nutritious food product. That's the primary beneficiaries data. Simply copy the number one, the data from your number one here. Copy the data. And then just identify. So for the target number and the actual number, they are just the same. And then for the number of deworm, number of 4Ps, and number of Peters, check, refer to your SB Form 1 and SBFP Form 2. It's all there. Next is your attendance. So we started the feeding in September 2025 and we ended in March 2026. Some ended in Feb 2026. And then for the completion rate, just simply copy the total number of beneficiaries allocated for your school. If, for example, you are given a total of 20 beneficiaries, but one beneficiary transferred out, still you need to report the 20 because you will find a replacement for that beneficiary who transferred out. So simply input the total number of beneficiaries allocated for your school. Disregard this one that's given already. And for this, number 12, the SBP funds, this is the operational fund. For the nutritious food products, that's 3 pesos per child for 120 days. And for the milk, this is for the primary beneficiaries only. That's 1 peso per child for 15 days. The fund for the operational fund for the secondary beneficiaries for milk is not yet downloaded. So input all the necessary data from donations, significant events, and this is very important, your suggestions. For the photos, please take note, do not upload your photos in the Excel file. It will just ruin our formula and our template. Just have it on a separate page. So if the school head is the one who prepared, then just prepared by the school head. But if there's a feeding coordinator, then just copy the template. So that's it. Thank you so much, and you have a great day. Bye.